welcome to the world's best arm wrestling sports show. So
Oh yeah. What's up,
yeah,
Matt? How you been doing, bro?
good, you brother. You how you been?
I'm staying busy, man.
So
Just going to school, training, doing the same shit, different place. So I hear
right
you
on, right on.
I hear you going to Florida. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm just sitting in the airport right now. I got my little travel buddy with me right now, Dakota. The other guy, he didn't want to fly with the common folk. He's sitting in first class right now, so he's up in the lounge,
Nice.
avoiding us peasants. Eh?
Damn, bro, what the hell? Why didn't you
uh,
get the first class? What's up with that?
you know me, right? I like to
Uh,
fly under the radar, so yeah,
yeah, that's the way we roll, Bubba.
yeah.
So he pulling up in Florida.
We've got two matches in Florida this weekend, Saturday,
Oh shit.
June 15th, Orlando. I don't know the venue, so I can't tell you. But the Challenger Series, it'll be Wilton Brock, left arm, and then Brad Gundy, uh, who's been pretty impressive here lately. So with the right arm. So we'll see how she goes.
You've
Haven't you
never
pulled?
pulled Brad before?
Left arm, left, right. My left and right are two completely different arms. So,
No.
but
Any kind of game plan going towards Brad, or what's your approach towards this match?
uh I
Without
don't know
going
if I
into
really
too
need
much
to
details,
approach. I
I don't
think I
wanna.
just need to
Yeah,
do me. So
yeah. Have you
I'm
seen?
just gonna do me, and then I'm just gonna adjust to what he tries to throw my way, right? So because I know he's gonna be very crafty in the setup. He's gonna be pissing around. He's not gonna settle for grips, right? He's gonna be going for what he wants, and I'm just gonna try to prevent him from getting everything he wants. If I can do that, then I think she's gonna be a pretty safe bet for me. So,
Yes, sir.
but
Any matches coming up in the future, or is that you just focus right now on the short
um,
goals?
yeah, I'm just concentrating on that right now, and then after that, we'll see how that goes. But it will be August. I'll be back in Florida for East versus West 14,
Oh, damn,
and we'll be pulling. Yeah, I'll be pulling Lars for that one by the sounds of it as it is right now.
that'll
So
be a good match.
Okay, so
yeah,
both of them are in Florida. The next one's in Florida too.
the both. Yeah, this one and the next one are both going to be in Florida. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, have you been doing any homework on Brad? Watching some of his recent matches. I see he had a match against Kyle Hutchinson. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I ended up seeing that one. He couldn't get much out of it because it wasn't the match never really stopped. It looks like he took everything right from the beginning. You can't really tell what somebody's capable of when they go in and they just flash pin everybody and
Yes.
ended up taking them. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't really he didn't really have to struggle too much. He just kept his position and it was over, right? So
He
but
definitely has a good hit. I mean, you're definitely gonna have to block him right off the bat, it seems like, if you can just control him and maybe take his
yeah.
wrist.
Like I don't think his style ability looks. He's very finesseful. He stays tight. He doesn't put himself in very vulnerable positions. So it's not going to be like I don't feel I'm going to be able to out arm wrestle the shit out of him. I just think I'm going to be able to control him in certain areas where I'm way more advanced than he is in certain areas. That's just going to cock block him to prevent him doing what he wants to do. Right. So
No, no. What are you
Yeah,
doing
'cause
for?
you got a lot of height on him.
I got more height. I got a bigger hand. I believe my wrist is stronger. So it's, you know, and that's where we're tied in. So it's, if I can control the hand, I'm going to control the match, right? So
Yeah, because he seems to stay pretty tight with the shoulder. He stays nice and
yeah,
calm.
he's definitely committed. He's not. Yeah, he doesn't make himself vulnerable. He doesn't open up too much. He doesn't separate anything really.
Yeah.
He's very finesseful, right? So,
Mm.
but and this is also like I think in this match he was 270, 275. When I pulled
Damn.
him when
What?
I pulled him, yeah, I think he's 265 to 275 pound dude. So, but I pulled him in Vegas. I think he was 255, 260, something like that. But we're going to be cutting to 231 for this one, right? So,
So
but
you guys are both dropping weight for this match.
yeah, I won't be dropping much. So I walk around 224, 244. So it's just literally a matter of cutting out one meal a day for a week and I'm down to 236, 237, then I can just shed the last 5, 6 pounds of water within 20 hours easy, right? So
Yeah. Now, do you,
You're, you're on your way out there tonight, right?
yeah, we're just sitting in the airport right now waiting for them to call our gate to start loading, which should be another half hour.
So you'll be there Thursday, Friday.
Half hour.
You'll be
Yeah.
there Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I'll get there Thursday morning. Thursday morning, about 10 in the morning. Weigh-ins Friday morning at 8 a.m. So I'll have 24 hours to do a good cut, right, if I need to. So, and this morning, like I woke up this morning, stepped on the scale, I was 234. So that's,
Easy
you
cut,
know,
super easy cut.
yeah, easy peasy for me right now, right? So,
Yeah, it's a
yeah.
lot easier than I remember a few years back, maybe about like 7 or 8 years back. You were at WAL, and
Well, trying to cut to 225
you
is,
looked like you
you
were
know,
dying, bro. I remember you were like,
yeah,
"Fucking wavy, man."
yeah, 231 is easy, right?
Yeah.
So that's an easy cut for me. So, but
Yes. So what have you been doing to train for this match? Are you pushing yourself? What's going on with that?
honestly, there hasn't been a shit kind of pushing hard. I've actually been kind of not so much taking it easy, but I've been more taking care of myself as regard to not overdoing it, playing it smarter, doing slow progression. I'm not looking at being a superstar in 3 months. I'm looking at being at the top of the game in 9 months to 18 months, right? Is more what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for slow progress. I feel I'm in a real good position right now, physically, mentally, everything as it has been for the last 6 months. I'm really starting to come back into my own. So instead of pushing myself too much and just falling off the fucking horse or hitting the wall and end up having to stumble and restart over again, I'm just doing slow, consistent, listening to my body. If I'm super busy doing a bunch of other shit, then I'm not hitting no weights. I'm not doing a bunch of band work. I'm concentrating more on my table time. So it's more about just pretty much just doing exactly what I need to do to make slow progression. I feel each time, and I really feel even with a little bit of a weight loss I'm at right now, a little bit of a cut, like I feel really good, really strong. So I'm not too concerned about me not being able to show up. So
How much did you weigh when you pulled Wagner? Were you heavier, substantially heavier, or were you about the
I
same?
was 246, I think.
Okay. Okay.
247, I think, when I weighed, and I was fully clothed with eating a cheeseburger and
You
full
walked in
belly. Like
comfortable.
I had 3 breakfasts that morning, trying to be as heavy as I could right for the weigh-in. So it's completely different situation, right? So
Was the last big super match you pulled against Derek Smith, or what was
yeah,
the
that would have been Derek in Dubai.
yeah, Derek in Dubai, and how did you feel in that match?
Uh, I felt really good too. Like I was actually surprised. I was expecting more from Derek. I don't think that was the best version of Derek that we maybe seen walking around in a while. I was expecting a lot more out of him, but it was, yeah, as we kept going, it just felt like I could have went anywhere, could have took him anywhere really where I wanted to. We went inside, it felt a little more solid inside. Obviously,
Yeah.
I tend to take a little more easy on my elbow just because I'm not an inside bowler. It
Yeah.
felt solid. I didn't want to risk it for something future coming up, so I just took him outside again. And even that wasn't that tough. Once we were already in there, I was still able to take him out. So I'm feeling. I think this may. I'm not speaking too soon, but this is probably one of the best versions I believe that's walked around of me in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what I can do here Saturday. So
It should be a really good match.
What's the most you've ever weighed?
the most I've ever was 250. What the fuck was it? I think I weighed one day I was like 257 or something like that. But I was like pinching the shit off, right? I was holding it in. I hit that toilet. I think after I finished, I got off that toilet. I was like 253 or 254 or something like that. Almost needed 3 courtesy flushes when I was done, right? So, but yeah, I think that's the heaviest. And even then, I'm still pushing, trying to hit 250, right? 252 is really hard for me to reach. Me 231, I think that's my weight class I want to be at. So because I can walk around no problem with zero effort, 242, cut to 231 like a piece of piss. So and then I'm the biggest dude in the weight class, right? Or the bigger dude in the weight class. I'm not trying to eat cheeseburgers, trying to catch up to the big boys, right? So
No.
Hey,
Structure.
do you bring in any of your shirts or any of your jackets with your hand on it?
yeah, I got a couple of them. Coming with me.
Uh,
Sean ended up throwing a bunch of them in his bag. So,
Save one for me, all right, please, because I'm gonna be there.
oh, you're gonna be there. What size are you?
Yeah, probably extra large.
extra large pullover you want?
Yeah,
Zip up, t-shirt,
dip up.
one of each. Hey.
One of each. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I'll definitely make sure I put one aside for you, brother. So,
Cool, man. I appreciate it.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
going
yeah.
back to your match against Derek, do you feel he's progressed? Because I know you pulled him in the past.
I never have pulled him before. Last time
Oh, yeah.
he's progressed from the first time I pulled him, but it
Yeah.
was more just kind of a mock match. We're doing a monster motocross kind of promotion kind of thing. And they're looking for a match, something to set up. And Derek's a big dude, right? So it looked good for camera, but he was a couple years into the sport, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you can't even compare that version of Derek, even just knowledge wise, compared to what he knows now and just what he's experienced throughout the time, right? So as if he's progressed since the last time I pulled him, tenfold,
How
right?
do you
You know
think
what I
he'll
mean?
perform against Travis this weekend?
Left arm,
Yeah.
ah,
Yeah. Harsh reality, right?
like I didn't even think Derek had a left arm, to tell you the truth, right? So like I really, really did not think he had one. So I don't know how injured it is or how it feels.
I'll
I've
be
never
impressed
really
if he can
seen
slow
him
Travis
compete.
down. That's just
That's what I'm
personal.
thinking, right? Like I was able to outsmart Derek in the setup, and it wasn't super difficult, right? Travis, table IQ, table setup, getting what he wants in the setup. Travis is smarter than me. I'm not going to fucking lie. He's tenfold smarter than me at getting what he wants when he steps up to that table, right? So I think that alone is going to put Derek in deep waters right off the beginning. Whether or not Travis is actually training again, he says he is, but you know, the man spews more fucking shit out of him than the fucking canals in India, right? So it's it's you never know, right? So
Are there any matches you're looking forward to this weekend?
I was really looking forward to RVJ and Jerome. That's the one I was really, really stoked about. So but yeah, we'll see. Obviously I like seeing Cody up there banging. We'll see how Cody does. Who else do we have on that card? I'm drawing a blank right now. It's been a long, long couple days. So I really only been concentrating on two people. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Brad's probably your main focus right now, is what you're thinking?
Brad, even Wilton, I don't really know what to expect from Wilton, right? Like my left arm hasn't really been super competitive lately. It's kind of up and down. It's my retarded little brother. Sometimes you take it out and it just makes you look like a fool. Other times it impresses the hell out of you. So,
Do
but
both of your
I'm
hands
looking
fingers
forward to.
bend back, or that's just the right hand, or
No, my left hand
just
is
the
pretty
left?
good. Well, except for
Yeah,
this one,
the
right?
pinky.
But we
Yeah,
don't. What the fuck do we use
you
that
don't.
for?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
index. Yeah,
yeah, it's all index and cup them with your middle fingers, right?
yeah.
So yeah. But looking forward to what's his name there? Fucking Johnny and Rob Carson Dyke. That'll be an interesting one too. So that's one match for sure. I'm looking forward to watching. So
Yeah, I guess Scott has been wanting to pull Doug Ehrlich. I guess Doug was saying that he's the best at a particular weight class, and him and Scott had a little ordeal
Scott went.
on Facebook, and I guess maybe Scott might be given the opportunity to pull him eventually. I think that might be interesting to see what happens.
Like our Scott?
Yeah.
Scott
Our
win.
Scott?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
Scott?
shit.
Yeah.
He keeps on throwing that arm up there. He's
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
Man, ain't fucking around. I'm healing it up. I might be 100% for the first time in my life.
Is that right, eh? So
Yeah, I feel pretty good. My elbows still hurt, but I don't think
yeah,
that's going to change at this age. You know what I mean? But Doug was
yeah.
just saying, he stated the fact that at 180 pounds, he was the best in the USA. I was like, wow, really? Like, I mean, I don't see him arm wrestle often. So it kind of like, it baffles me. And then I had mentioned, how is it you keep getting matches at these East First West? And he said, basically, he said Egan's like, he likes him. So he's got to
Yeah.
get with them. But, what do you think? You tell me.
Who do I think is the best 185 pounder in North America?
That'd be an interesting perspective. Go for it.
Yeah.
I honestly, I couldn't even fucking think. I think I personally still think probably Bishop is probably one of the top 185 pounders in North America, I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't think I think if Bishop was to pull 185, I don't think he would beat Doug Elrich. Like I don't think Doug Elrich would beat Justin.
Right.
So I would say Bishop would probably be. I couldn't really think of anybody else off the top of my head that would be able to beat Bishop.
How about Katowski?
So yeah, but what the fuck has Katowski done lately?
Yeah,
Has
exactly.
Katowski, he's
Yeah,
kind
he's
of just
out of the
dropped right
picture.
off the map.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
think he was having some shoulder issues or elbow issues or something like that. So,
yeah.
like, if you're, you know, Katowski, when he's on top of his game, he's a bad freaking dude. But any bad dude that's having shoulder or elbow issues or anything like that,
Lose
they're
your
no
ability to
longer a
go
bad
inside
dude
your
anymore,
block.
right? It's a, yeah, that's a, that primal alpha dog wolf walking around with an injured leg, right? Now they're vulnerable. So
Exactly.
it's, so I wouldn't consider him on the top. I would think performance wise, just how he's done against other people. I would say Bishop, like even Bishop when he pulled McDougas at East versus West, he did give him a good match. And McDougas proved that he was, the light world champion of the world, and he was for quite a few times, right?
And
So
Doggis is a very, very technical and, in my opinion,
yeah,
very, very well formed athlete.
Yeah. So I
but yeah,
pull
as
with,
annoying as he is and as cocky as he is, the dude knows how to fucking arm wrestle, right? You do got to give him that. So
Straight from there.
yeah,
Now, who would you like to pull? I guess European wise. What European athletes would you like to get maybe a second chance at, or get an initial
I
shot at?
wanna start climbing that ladder in the 231-pound class, 105 kg category at East versus West. That's what I want. I want to go into the 105 kg class, and I want to start from number 5, and I want to hit up number 4, and then I want to go after number 3, and I want to go after number 2 and number 1. I don't care who they are, who it is, what their name is, but that's the order I want to go
Yeah.
until I'm sitting at a spot where I'm ready for a title match in the 105 kg class.
Is it Devin dropping down the 105?
I'm sure he is, yeah.
Yeah.
But 105 kg Devin is a lot different than 145 kg Devin, right?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. And you've had some really good
like
battles with him.
when me and Devin are both sitting around 105 kg, we're right there, right? Like my strength really doesn't change much from 105 kg to 115 kg. I'm still kind of the same thing, right? Like I'm actually almost better at 105 kg because I'm quicker, but I'm still just as
I feel you
powerful as
better
I
at
am.
105,
You
personally.
know what I mean?
Yeah. I think
So
when you're a little lighter and you get down to that category, you could be top dog, especially with
like
your length and your arm.
yeah, like I don't think anybody in the 105 kg class has the hand that I have. I don't think anybody even remotely close. I have a super heavyweight hand, but I'd be pulling in the fucking light heavyweight division, right? So
Exactly. So
so
it's crazy, man. I think this Brad Grundy kid, he looks like a good puller. I've been watching some footage on him, and he's definitely quick. And I feel if you can just block him, and use your low hand, it's going to be pretty much your game.
yeah, it'll be there's I got a few ideas. Like I'm gonna be coming in doing my thing what I feel is gonna be right off the beginning, and then you know what, we got 3 cracks at it, so if I have to, I'll just make an adjustment and go from there, right?
No, and you
yeah, he's obviously going to try to get your arm down here. You know what I mean? So you're not so posted
Well, yeah,
up.
he's definitely going to try to pin me, Scott. Right? Like he definitely wants to get my arm in that position. That's kind of the name of the game, right? I want to get his arm in that position too.
yeah, he's definitely got that ability. I mean, but
Well,
again, I would say if you can just keep his hand outside of the inside of his shoulder, that's obviously gold for you. I mean, or
yeah,
you to your
I
side.
just need to control. I just need to control the angle of his hand and be able to manipulate his wrist, and I feel the rest will follow. Right? I take the
You
hand, everything else is going to follow.
you feel like you've gotten
Yeah.
quicker? Have you worked your cadence to work your prep speed to get you ready for the
Slightly, yeah. I've been more working on my initial pops with the direction I'm going to be going when they say go, as opposed to
more
so
control?
much
Yeah,
finishing, right? So
yeah.
it's more hitting for position as opposed to as opposed to pinning the person, right? So
Exactly. You get to control the first match, maybe fatigue him, and then you have to control the rest of the super match more than likely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. So yeah, so I don't plan on fatiguing him much. I plan on having him wondering what the fuck happened at the end of it, because I still feel like 100%. How the hell
Those
did
are
I
the best
lose so quick
matches.
and easily, right?
Even for you, those
I
are the
mean,
best
leaving him
matches.
just mystery, right? Just a mystery. So
Yeah, those are definitely the best
so
matches.
we all know Chance wants a fucking banger, 3-2 death war, fucking, you know, grinding fucking halt in behind her, up on top, over around her. You know what I mean? But I want to just flash the motherfucker 3 times in a row. You know what I mean? And have him not knowing where the
What
fuck
the fuck
that came from, and still waiting for them to say go, standing at the table while I'm collecting my prize money and on my way to go have fun for the evening, right? So
having a Canadian dry and chilling.
What is the
right.
what is the prize? Like, can you say?
I don't know if I can discuss. The Chance may be able to talk about it, but
That's all
I
good,
don't. I
bro.
don't
We don't
know if
need
there's.
another
Yeah,
prize. Whatever the prize is, I'm sure it's enough to get you on a flight.
yeah,
We
yeah.
all
Well,
need to know.
and you
We
know
all
what,
need
my
to
prize
know. We all want to know.
might be different than Brad's too, right? So I don't really want to say what it
Yeah,
could be.
yeah.
Right? If you're watching, Brad. Yeah.
Yeah, each player's
Well,
gonna have their own caliper of how much they're worth at the table.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not worth much. I just like to get out sometimes. That's all.
We just want to see you slam the table, fucking.
Right. Just want to see me buck and let the wild horse loose, right? So,
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
slam the table. Don't fuck your
I
hand
got a
up,
little
bro.
logo. I got
No,
a
no, no,
little
no, no.
logo I'm gonna send you that says Wild Horse on it. It's like a restaurant up at Universal Studios.
Oh yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah,
cool. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah. That's in Cali or?
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, right on. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say in Orlando. I was gonna say we might go there on Sunday. You should come along and go check out Universal with us.
Are you gonna go really?
Yeah, I'm thinking about going Sunday. I fucking love
You know what?
Universal.
Then I'll bring my badge because I have a badge. It might
Yeah.
help, might not. Usually you can cut lines with it. Like you
Oh,
don't,
like one of them fast pass ones?
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go check it out. When in Rome, right? So,
Yeah,
Sure.
I want to show you something here, Matt, with your match with Derek. I want you to see what's going on here essentially. Like you're both going low hand. It looks like you're both trying to get that webbing high, and he's obviously climbing in the setup. And I mean, obviously you've just got like stupid control with your rotation. I mean, there's
yeah.
stupid control with the rotation and crazy emotion, obviously. Holy shit. You're like, fuck you. I mean, damn, it's
Well, I was really worried, right? Just because
the
Derek
big
is the
boy.
bigger man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, he's coming in over 300 pounds, and I was coming in pretty much 90 pounds less than him, right? So it was, like first match when we kind of slipped out. His arm and his wrist kind of felt pretty solid, so I wasn't really sure what to expect. So as soon as he set up, I just felt that the direction he was going, he was going to buckle underneath me, right? So I just kept the pronation going. Once I took the hand, it was the
Res,
rest is history from there, right? So
Reza,
and with him, it felt like once I popped it, every time I popped
Oh,
it, it got
yeah.
easier and
You were,
easier and easier, right? So
yeah, taking the risk.
you see
yeah.
how Derek's setting up? Did you notice that? How he's leaning in?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's also, we did an interview with Derek a few days ago, and he's essentially talking about how Devin sets up, where he sets his elbow to the front corner, front right corner, right handed, for example, and he kind of angles his arm a little bit to try and give the illusion of not creating a lot of posting. But essentially, what I'm seeing is he's compromising his wrist by doing that, especially against you. And your ability to rotate just essentially takes everything from him, in my opinion.
Well, especially if you give me your rest from the beginning, right? I'm taking that motherfucker 90% of the time anyways. If you give me any piece of it, I'm gonna capitalize all over that shit, right? So
It's what I'm saying though. It's like I've been telling him, he's leaning in. He's he's like this instead of being like this. You know what I'm saying? He's like leaning in to his opponent instead of leaning on his elbow, wedging off
Yeah,
top and getting that lift. And that's what's going to change his whole fucking game. You do that, but he's
But
not doing that. He's leaning,
here's the possible reality though.
compromising way too much.
When you have the longer arm,
Okay.
as you post, your opponent can essentially complain and put you in a position where you're getting the warning, or if you're in a ref script, you're getting the foul. That's what happened to me at Zloty. I started the post against a European athlete because I had a longer arm, and essentially I ended up getting a foul. So maybe he's compromising with a lower angle so he doesn't get fouled. But in the same sense, if I'm pulling against someone like Matt, who's going to set up with his low hands style, me personally, I would want to post as much as possible without letting him get on the bottom of my hand. My wrist is, and essentially try and attack his hand. But
You can see his elbows, like there's no pressure on his elbow.
he's not planted.
He's
Yeah, he's
literally
definitely not planted.
up here instead of on his elbow, leaning, getting that lift by just using leverage.
But he also does favor, he even said it, wrist flexion and coming in. So, and I don't think that's my personal opinion is with that low hand attacks those bottom two fingers. That's the worst approach of attack against the style like Matt. Again, with Matt, I'd high hook Matt, or I would high hand top roll him. Just me personally, or I'd maybe go for a flopper's press.
I would go up underneath with his hand, with my bottom fingers posting up, driving my palm up.
So high hook, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Devin beat Michael Todd. You know what I mean? Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Total.
So Matt, what time do you land in Florida?
I get there 10 a.m. Florida time.
Oh shit! So it's a red eye.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping the whole time. Right? Anybody within 3 rows from me will be awake because I'll probably be snoring my arse off. So sorry.